the bottom of your screens, you can see it. 200 is where the NDA is. 201, 3/4 of the seats going to the NDA. The BJP is the largest single party in Bihar. Before this election, if anyone had said that, there would have been looks of incredulity. The BJP's own strike rate in this election is comparable to its strike rate back in 2010. On its own, viewers, on its own, the NDA is today 3/4 of all seats in Bihar. That is the size of this victory, and it's going to have repercussions, ripples across the length and breadth of the country, because Bihar is really the political heart of India in a sense. And therefore, whether it is Bengal or it is Assam, which are of course contiguous in a sense with the geography of Bihar, there are going to be domino effects. The BJP will go on to these contests with their tails up, and it's only a matter of 6 months. Elections will be held. Shambhavi Chaudhary, LJP Member of Parliament, is here with us. Madam, thank you very much for speaking to us. Congratulations. The LJP runaway success in this particular election. Your conversion rate is huge. The demand by your leader for the number of seats vindicated. What do you put this stunning performance, first of the LJP and then of the alliance, the NDA alliance, down to?
I think we are always very confident of winning, and this is because we had a sense that the people of Bihar are focusing on development. Their focus is on Vikas, as we call it. Bihar's agenda right now is Viksit Bihar and Atmanirbhar Bihar, and they are going to cast their vote for that. So definitely we had expected this kind of victory, and we were very confident of winning. As far as the Lok Janshakti Party is concerned, our party's national president Shri Chirag Paswan ji is his acceptability was pretty visible beyond caste and religion factor. He was getting support from a wide range of voters, and we had experienced this while the Nav Sankalp Mahasabha was going on. Lok Janshakti Party's candidates had put in a lot of effort, and they were constantly working with party workers, with different Varisht Netagan, as you call them, and definitely our party's national president Shri Chirag Paswan ji has his own charisma. He has been able
when
to,
the seats were being allocated, there was
convert a considerable chunk of vote in favor of NDA.
Right, that is remarkable.
Sorry?
Because that's very remarkable, because before the seats were allocated, there were many within perhaps the NDA that were wondering as to why Mr. Paswan was demanding the number of seats, 28, that he eventually got, and thought that he was being over-ambitious. So this is a vindication. What do you put this down to? Clearly, it's not just your caste, but this has been a consolidation. Do you think this is a vote which goes beyond entitlement? How does this square?
No, so definitely when the seats were announced and the number of seats looked that Lok Janshakti Party was contesting, when the number of seats were announced, there was a negative propaganda that was working against Lok Janshakti Party, that maybe we would not be able to continue with our success rate. But I think we've put a shut to those murmurs by working hard, and the acceptability that our national president has Lok Janshakti Party will emerge as an undoubtable force in Bihar politics. And in the near future, we see a great position for the party and for our national president Chirag Paswan ji. His ideologies, his vision of Bihar first, Bihari first, is something that has seeped through the voters, and definitely the entire vote.
Okay,
you can't call this as a division of caste.
Yes, no, I understand that. Just stay on, because we are also joined by Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad. Needs no introduction, a person who has been singularly associated with Bihar politics for decades now, a person who is extremely influential across castes and is known to have great associations across party lines also. So very senior leader of the BJP here with us, of course, minister at the center. Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, congratulations. It's 2 o'clock. The number of seats that the NDA has been able to sort of win is 201. This is unprecedented. It's 2010 once again. Under Mr. Modi, the 5th election that the NDA is winning by thumping margins in Bihar. What do you put this down to, sir?
Well, Rahul Shankar, you have followed the polity of India. Thank you for the kind words. It is a victory of hope. It is a victory of trust. And it is a victory of confidence कि अब बिहार को इसी रास्ते पर चलना है आगे के लिए. And this trust is also in the leadership of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. He has taken a personal guarantee for development of Bihar, the way he visited, the way he launched projects, the way he connected with the people of Bihar. You know, today in Chhath festival, Rahul Shiv Shankar, thousands of Biharis from all over the country drove to their respective villages by car.
Yes.
Unthinkable to celebrate Chhath. This is a change. There is electricity in all the villages, good connectivity. You may have, if you want to see Patna, go and see the new airport of Patna. I am the chairman of that committee, and see what a great facility it has come about, the Vande Bharat. Plus for poor people, feeding them, the way Nitish Kumar government did for the women, from Cycle Yojana to many of the mothers who were given cycled in 2005 and the school dress today have become mother themselves. And plus the Ajivika Didis. All these has worked together to see the development of Bihar, the way ethanol industry, the way the garment industry is coming to Patna. So many biscuit factories have come to Bihar. All this changing narrative of Bihar. Even Coca-Cola is setting up 2 facilities in Bihar. The people are seeing all that happen. And they also recall the dangerous days of the Jungle Raj, what used to happen in Lalu Prasad regime. And Mr. Tejashwi Yadav is a version of that. And if the son of Shahabuddin or Sama can be projected as a savior of Muslims and given tickets in a flamboyant manner, this sends a message that there is no change at all. That's how it sees the result.
So within even the NDA, the BJP has outperformed all other parties. In fact, it's the single largest party. What do you put this down to?
Well, the reply is very straight. Both were contesting the same number of seats. They are close to each other. So therefore, don't segregate it in a very big way. Our understanding is very good. We are in coalition for the last more than 30-40 years now, from 1996, except 2 hiccups when he went to RJD and got disenchanted very soon and came back. So this is how it has worked out. And I would assume that this kind of stable coalition polity is also an important lesson which the BJP and JDU and the NDA has established over the years. We don't contest only for the sake of election, but we work with a proper strategy, proper background, proper commitment. Then people come with you. You don't join for the sake of it, for the heck of it. And you don't contest against each other. The way Amit Shah ji settled all the dissidents in the whole system. These all are indications of that.
So that bonhomie continues. Nitish Kumar ji is going to be the CM for the next 5 years, one presumes.
Is there any vacancy, Rahul?
No, I don't see it.
Is there any vacancy?
No, I don't see it. Number of people, however, have been saying that, oh, you know, the BJP, when it takes a lead over alliance partners, you know what they're saying. And then, of course, there are others who are saying that this is a 10,000 election. How would you respond to these people? And you know who I'm talking about.
ऐसे लोगों को छोड़ दीजिए ना. आज के दिन मैं इस पर नहीं जाऊंगा. Rahul Shankar, today is a great day for us. Let the signs of desperation remain desperate. Today is the great result of hope, of confidence, of trust. Let us celebrate that.
That's a very nice iteration.
Thank you.
Well, last question, sir. Last question. What does this mean for the BJP in the next round of elections, Bihar and Assam? Will there be now a knock-on effect? Do you see this continuing, this arc?
सबसे पहले बंगाल को हैंडल करेंगे हमारे पड़ोस में. हाँ.
Wonderful.
वहाँ बदलाव बहुत जरूरी है.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. Well, congratulations once again. Congratulations, because this has been a victory where you can't find fault with just about anything. And fundamentally, Amitabh ji, you've heard Ravi Shankar Prasad, you heard Ms. Chaudhary, both of them complimenting what they call is the positivity, the positive campaign. How far has this struck a chord? Because we were told constantly that there was negativity on the ground. And that is what the opposition was tapping into and perhaps building its politics around. How do you respond to this? From a psephological point of view, I'm even seeing Mr. Tejashwi Yadav.
Really?
In the contest of his life. His brother is number 4 in his constituency, in the Yadav belt. So what is exactly happening on the ground?
So I think if you talk about Tejashwi and Tej Pratap, I think the message is that entitlement politics cannot last forever. Because when I was there on the ground 2 months ago in Raghopur, people from the Yadav community were saying that even during floods, Tejashwi Yadav was not present or had not come to that particular seat and had sent his emissaries to take care of. Now, when we come to this mandate, the visit of Nitish Kumar to Chirag Paswan's house on the occasion of Chhath and Chirag Paswan taking his blessings is a very powerful symbolic message. Whatever differences were there amongst the cadre and leaders, especially of JDU and LJP, because of a historical tiff, it goes back to 2007-8 when the Mahadalit committee recommendations were accepted, and that possibly weakened the influence of LJP in the state. So that was very powerful. Second is that while there were issues or talks about this JDU and BJP internal competition, it seems to have turned into a healthy competition of sorts. On the other side, people also saw an alliance which was fighting for seat distribution. There was no coherence in campaign. Congress was missing from the campaign.
Till the day before.
Yeah. So essentially people also had this thought in mind that if the alliance partners of the opposition are not able to come to a table to discuss seat finalization, what could happen if they win the elections? Then there could be instability, and Bihar has seen almost 20 years of stability now, correct, in the form of Nitish Kumar as the common denominator. So I think these factors worked in favor of the NDA-led alliance.
Yeah.
So I want to make 2 points following that. After such a sweeping win, we've seen governments feeling the pressure to perform. So now there will be a lot of focus on the performance of the Nitish government. Second point that I want to make, people are talking about how this is a 10,000 Chunav. So we've seen this in Ladli Behna, we've seen this in Ladki Bahin in Maharashtra. Now we're seeing it here, that 10,000, and we experimented with this in COVID, that when you give money, that money is not saved. Women don't save it and it goes back into the economy because they buy sewing machines, they buy animals, they do, some kind of like agro business with it or something. So it pushes back into the economy. In turn, the economy, yes, it has a multiplier impact. So it's not like a welfare state that is stuck just, providing, money which is just being saved and not going anywhere.
So the point I wanted to make, look, in tights, but you have Chirag Paswan on one side. He also represents a certain continuity of a dynasty. Tejashwi is on the other side. Of course, there's Rahul Gandhi, who is the overarching dynast, but the fact of the matter is that it didn't seem to have rubbed off on Chirag Paswan, but it definitely has rubbed off on Tejashwi, even though every poll and every pollster said that he was the leading candidate for chief ministership. Heads and shoulders above Nitish Kumar. How does this happen? Either the pollsters have got it completely wrong.
See, leading candidate for chief minister does not automatically mean that party is likely to win. Because only 15%
but in his own seat,
how is it that he is himself trailing?
Exactly. How is it trailing? I mean, this is a complete vote by the Yadavs themselves against.
So when people are answering the question, who are you likely to see as CM? Let's say from the Muslim Yadav community, they want to see him as CM. They don't know that the alliance is in tatters. They don't know that the RJD is not going to win even 40-50 seats.
No, but is this an alliance effect? Because the seats that we are talking about are in the Yadav bastion. So they don't require the Congress, etc. And these seats have been strongholds for years altogether.
So that's what we
is not a seat that is
discussed right
If
now.
you look at Rahul Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi won from both seats actually.
Yes.
In the Lok Sabha, and of course then Priyanka came in. So I'm saying, not able to hold on to the family fiefdom of that seat is a very telling commentary. You pocket bora, you're losing. That means that you were never there. In fact, it's like 1977.
Well, he says that he wasn't at the most critical point.
No, not
right
there politically. I'm
yeah.
saying physically you may be there or not
So,
there.
so maybe the Yadavs themselves think that, look, why should we lose out?
Absolutely.
Why should we lose out?
See, when we discussed the risk factors, Rahulji, yesterday, I think, or day before yesterday, to the upside or the downside, we discussed that the silent woman voter amongst the Muslim Yadav community, that alpha, that lead which the NDA enjoys, we had a lead of 10%.
Yeah.
Now let's say the woman, Muslim Yadav woman, who might not say in a survey that they have voted for Mahagathbandhan but have silently voted. That's what is being seen in Simanchal also.
And what are we? Yes, there's a counter consolidation, and perhaps, well, in a legit sense. In a legit sense, I don't think that we should.
अरे यादव के घर में वोट चोरी हो गई ये मैं कह रहा हूँ.
वो अलग बात है, मगर it's obviously legally, and people have look. No one is out on the streets, despite the invocations, irresponsible invocations of some of these leaders. Abhijit, none of these people have hit the streets. In fact, this is the most peaceful election. Not one recount. Not one instance of violence that would lead to repolling in any booth.
So, 3-4 points.
Obviously,
very
the
quickly,
Bihar voter has
Rahul.
matured to the point where he's now taking decisions that go beyond emotion.
Exactly. So, this is the kind of election which makes us completely revisit the way we look at Bihar, its politics, and the kind of tools that we use to analyze a state like Bihar. It's not. This in no way is pure caste arithmetic.
Exactly.
It has gone way beyond caste arithmetic.
That's a good point. And because you're still here, I want to ask you, Vote 5 suggested it would be a close contest because obviously it was basing itself on certain established notions. Would you believe those notions this time have been completely destroyed? That we are now watching really what is a disruption in the politics of Bihar, and in a positive sense.
So, in a positive sense, it seems that the caste-based notions which we have seem to have been destroyed in this election, and also the fact that women effectively belonging to the Muslim Yadav community or the core vote bloc of the Mahagathbandhan overwhelmingly have voted for the NDA, maybe even contrary to their male counterparts in the families, silently. This is what we've seen in Maharashtra. 22% Muslims supported the Mahayuti in Maharashtra, which would mean that almost 30 to 40% women, assuming that less number of males would have voted, had voted for Mahayuti.
And these could be even Yadav women.
Yes.
They could be
Yes.
Muslim women.
Yes,
You
of
could
course.
have perhaps seen a breakdown of traditional identities. Is that what you're suggesting?
Yes,
And-
yes, absolutely. Because,
Yeah.
you know, when there is bad law and order, it affects not just Hindu women or Christian women, or
It affects everybody.
Yeah, it affects everybody. This is what happened also
Yeah.
in UP under Yogi. At least a sizable chunk of Muslim women voted for Yogi because they could go out.
So what
after
has
that.
happened? I mean, I'm
So
asking
Indian
you,
elections
Rahul
are very-
Gandhi, not even in the country, sir. The view from London right now, look at the view from London. The view from London suggests that the Congress is at 4. NDA
I think
is
it
at
is from
201.
view from
in
Qatar
that,
actually.
Less than AIMIM and
Qatar.
HUM.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
saying
is
London
he
or
now in
Qatar?
Qatar? Who knows where he is? No one knows where he is.
So
And
the
how
view from
many-
Qatar would be same. I'm just saying that. Yeah.
HUM and
So, but here
AIMIM
is the
are getting
situation.
more seats.
You see, you
Hum
raised
and
the,
AIMIM
Rahul,
more
you
seats.
raised a very pertinent point. You look at the sort of dynasty politics. So Chirag Paswan excels.
Sir,
No.
one second, Mr. Kitwa, we also have Charu Pragya with us. So I want to ask you though, because, I'm going to get her to respond to you. I have to ask you this fundamental question
Please do.
tonight.
Charu is my friend, by the way.
No, I mean, so is she, a friend of all of us.
Yeah.
But I just want to ask you a question. has Rahul Gandhi not only his message, but is the messenger also now being rejected? This is the fourth election, sir, after the 2024 Lok Sabha election. It's the fourth election where the BJP has run away. In this election, you could say, okay, you know, you could have hidden behind the fact that it was the JDU's victory, but here the BJP is in the lead.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Rahul Gandhi needs to ponder a lot. That here is, you know, Ajit Pawar wins, you know, Chirag Paswan wins, but you know, Tejashwi Yadav loses. A lot of other, you know, the Hudas lose. So, you know, there is a thing, it is not that the people of India are voting against, you know, Dynasty Raj. Dynasty is just thriving.
I mean, come on.
No.
You look at the
how
situation.
How do you explain? You see, Uddhav Thackeray loses, Sharad Pawar, you know, his family loses, but Ajit Pawar, who breaks away and joins NDA, he does very well.
Because he joins, at least the messenger is better. That's what I'm saying. The credibility of the messenger is Modi. Modi is the message and the messenger. But here, as I'm saying to you, and this is why I'm underlining that point of the credibility of the message and the messenger. The messenger is being rejected. Maybe the message is right. Who knows?
Rahul, this is the first, sorry, just Charu is waiting. I'm just saying, this is the first election after Operation Sindoor. This is the first election after, you know, how India defied Donald Trump and, you know, the entire, you know, tariff threats, etc. This election in India is very complex.
Modi surrendered.
No.
So if anything,
I didn't
the
say
voters
that.
should have gone to the person who...
Either you're mixing, I am just saying, you know, elections in India is a very, you know, complex phenomena, and what you get a mandate is a reflection of all those things that has happened. It's regardless of where Rahul Shankar stands or where Rashid Kidwai or where Mr. Majumdar stands. So here I am saying this is a very, you know, a solid mandate.
So you should continue with Mr. Rahul Gandhi. You should continue with Priyanka Gandhi.
That is for the Congress party to decide.
No, I'm asking, what would be your advice tonight to the Congress
party? I'm not
there.
The advice is always given.
You're a very senior leader who's written books on the Congress.
Writing book is
commented on
a professional hazard.
The politics of the Congress. I'm
you're
only
sounding like Sohail Seth actually. I'm sorry to be saying this, but he told me the same thing today. See, writing a book is a commentary. It is not, you know, it is not an endorsement of that political party. It's an academic interest.
No, I'm not saying that, but since you're a student of the Congress and its movement, do you believe it needs to be...
And you know
reinvent what? The party or the messenger itself?
Messenger, everything. See,
everything.
Victimhood is not going down. In Westminster model of parliamentary democracy, if you don't win, you vacate, you pave the way for someone else. And why not? Let there be a democratic election.
So you're saying till now there has been no democratic choice in the Congress?
I mean, it is not for me to say, it's the whole world to see.
Okay, it's the whole world to see. It's quite apparent.
Within the
Charu
Congress
Pragya, a quick response that, look, our viewpoints can differ, that there has been Operation Sindoor and so forth, and you know, others have of course alluded to the terror attack also and said that that is also was done between the two phases and all of this. But if you even look at the phase-wise data, I don't think you needed the help of anyone, including Dr. Umar.
Rahul, good afternoon, and let me begin by congratulating the people of Bihar. This is their victory, and I am calling it their victory fair and square. Victory of every woman who's now got a skilling center close to her village, so her son and her daughters can get skilled there and get a job close to home. Of every single village which has now gotten electrified. It is the victory of every single youth who's got opportunities right there at home. They don't have to travel the length and breadth of the country for basic employment. This is the victory of Bihar, full stop. And you know why these dynastic parties are not winning? Because they have taken the mandate of the people and the blessings of the people so much for granted, so much for granted. So let's talk about Congress first. We of course have got this mind-boggling majority this time, and that has also come because we realize our opposition is not interested. Rahul Gandhi started the voter Adhikar Yatra, and where did he go after that? Abroad. He's sitting abroad and he expects to win elections. How many rallies did you hold, Mr. Gandhi? How much effort did you put into this election? So when you do not put in any efforts into winning an election, when you put in zero efforts in trying to understand what the people of a state need from you, you are not going to win. So now you can cry vote chori or whatever else you want. That is the reason for your loss. And loss, oh my God, what a loss. 4 seats. 4 seats. I don't even know if you should be considered a national party anymore. Henceforth.
So let me just give a quick
RJD,
breakdown.
I think this is
on that point, one second, Charu Pragya. Just a minute. One second. I'll bring you back. One second. Just on that first point, let's deal with the Rahul factor in this election. I'm now going to read out a list, and Dr. Raman is also here with us, of the seats on which Rahul Gandhi held rallies. Muzaffarpur, the BJP is leading there by 10,000 odd votes, and this is still about an hour back. Darbhanga, Nalanda, Shekhupura, Aurangabad, Gaya, Purnia, Banka, Bhagalpur, Kishanganj. Even Kishanganj is the only seat where the Congress is leading. Every other seat
Yes, absolutely. And this
has gone